Hello, Commanders, and welcome to another episode of Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod, playing as Lord Belaevion the Battle Master Belaerys. So, since last episode, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving weekend if you are in the United States. But also, I have a few updates to give for this series. The major update is, of course, that we have added officially the pure-blooded trait to all of our children. We got Visenya, pure-blooded. We got Remoris, pure-blooded. Pyrrha, pure-blooded. Oh, her child died. Complications due to inbreeding?
This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move.
What? I didn't even notice that. Daenerys Belaerys, pretty, scaly, inbred, and blind. Yikes. So I guess the pure-blooded trait was a touch too late for her, unfortunately. But we got Alysanne, pure-blooded, Victorious, Asher. Asher lost his kid, of course, and Draka as well. But also, I forgot to give the pure-blooded trait to Jaehaera and Alila, but they have plenty of time, so by next episode, I'll have the pure-blooded trait added to them as well. Also, I had another suggestion to put our children in the court because they're all better than who we have. So I went through, I can't put all the kids in the court positions. One of the things somebody mentioned was I did forget to reinstate the Castellan. So we're going to put him on, I believe we wanted to do Marshal. We'll definitely do garrison size, garrison levy, defender advantage. Nah, that's not super important. But we'll do Oversea Realm. Also, I changed the Chancellor to Sir Morik Cartlet because he's the best diplomacy guy that we got. We have Master Aileron with 16, Lord Daemon Viperion, 21 as a Marshal. Our Spy Master is still Daenerys at 18 skill, but she's 34. And then we have Halbert Trowbridge as our Admiral. I think he's Jewish. But we also have our Court Chaplain, Claire. So that is our current court. Now, I had a lot of suggestions on where we should go to next. A few people said inside this realm, which we will do. Tarth is another great option as well. I believe Tarth is this one over here, but it's kind of far away. And it doesn't make sense that we would fly and put our whole fleet all the way up there just to take this one island, especially when the Iron Throne will definitely get involved. More than likely they will. And I feel like the Arbor would be a much better position to take with their wines and their gold incomes. Look at that development, 17 development, which is absolutely insane. I swear I had the thing on here that we could see like a little 3D model, just like we do for Old Town. But I guess I had to take that mod off. But nevertheless, we are going to go after the Arbor. Draconically conquer the Arbor, and maybe not the Iron Throne will get involved. So we have to be wary of that. But before we do that, we have to make sure that our accolades and our marshals, vassals, captains aren't allowed to fight. Now, I'll give one exception, and that will be Lord Daemon Viperion. He has to. And Alysanne. Ooh, no, not Alysanne. Allow. She has 21 marshal? That's actually crazy. Which one of the kids has a dragon? One of these kids has a dragon. Victorious? I don't want to put Victorious in there, so... I mean, they're all great fighters, though. That's the thing. Well, they're not amazing, but they're good. Your son, Asher, bless his child's heart. But there is, yes, Visenya Belaerys at 10 prowess. She has the dragon Maruzon, and these are the only two dragons we have. A 41 size, 16-year-old dragon, 45 combat, 22 draconic dread, 15, and Maruzon is a noble dragon, defiant, solitary, and calculating, as well as a tamed dragon. So that is our other dragon that our dragon hatched, the only other dragon we hatched, unfortunately. And yes, I did add the pure-blooded trait, so hopefully that helps. And somebody also mentioned that the blood of Old Valyria might have an issue with that, but they've already all had it. So Pyrrha, even if we go to Pyrrha over here, she has the blood of Old Valyria. Now, this only affects countering penalties. She doesn't have it in her modifiers. And I was looking just to be sure, neither does Jaehaerys. He doesn't have any modifiers for dragon taming or anything like that. I believe that's the blood of Old Valyria that really does that. and the fact that they're Targaryens. But I did select in the beginning that they would have the Blood of Old Valyria, so they always had it. Maybe it's just unlucky, or maybe that we're in Dorne, that we're not hatching the eggs, or maybe it really just is luck. Like there's like a 30% chance that might not hatch, and we're just rolling that 30%. So who knows? Who knows? But nevertheless, let's get on with this campaign. Oh, a few of you suggested as well to kill him and marry her. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Like, if we went for a murder scheme, it would be poor. Wow, look at this. I've never actually done this before. But he's not really the murdering type. I think he wants to kill him in an all-out war. But there is, now that we have a spy in this court, I remember doing that last episode, maybe there's a way. Check for potential spies. Where is he located currently? So he is in Ironwood, or Euronwood. Can we do anything with that disputed heritage? Let me actually pause the video and see if I can look something up real quick. I forgot to do that right before this episode, so give me 1 second.
A few moments later.
So we are back again. I did look into this a wee bit, and what I found is that there really isn't a way to dispute the heritage of this child. Now, we can find the secret again and expose it again, but we already exposed it the first go around when she told us for a guarantee that it was our child. Now, that is something that we need to look into. So this is what we're going to do. I know exactly where the child is. The child, and that's Danton Nemirios Martell. Oh, they have another son. Is that ours? Oh, 100%. But then Sargon Waters, definitely not our kid. Targaryen. But this one is. Emrys Nemirios Martell. What we're going to do, we know where he is. What about your sibling? Is he also there? No, he's in Dorne. So he's actually in Dorne. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to try to find some secrets in Euronwood and see if we could find any other secrets that we can get to claim him as our own. But from what I can tell, there isn't a real way we can claim him as our dynasty, but we already did everything we could. So I'm not really sure exactly, unless somebody else can put it down in the comments if there is another way, but I don't think so. So going back to the war, let us look at all of our knights. So Félix, awesome, she's gonna stay. Lord Damien, awesome, he's gonna stay. Alysanne, she's great. She is a warlike woman with Sir Morik. She's gonna have a kid soon, but hey, you know, I'm gonna allow her. So she doesn't have to, she doesn't want to. Visera is also pretty good at 20, so we're gonna keep her. Lady Alora is decent. Lady Alora? Oh, that's our wife. Yeah, she can, I don't care. Carolai, that's the robust woman that is with Adamar. They never had a kid, those bastards. Then we have Victor Race, pure-blooded Comely. He is 17. I'm actually gonna, I don't want to forbid him, I'll just allow him. Bryce Aramoris doesn't want to do it. We're forcing Visenya, our only other dragon rider. So I believe we are good to go. Oh, we do want to get the dragon hunters up to speed, so we're gonna wait for that, and then we'll go to war with the Arbor to see if we can take Draconically Conqueror. Now, somebody said most likely the Iron Throne will go against us, and that is okay with me. So if we Draconically conquered the Duchy, 13,000 troops versus our 2,700. I think we could take them. As long as we play our cards right and attack them and defend them in proper instances, you know, like if they're just getting onto the Arbor and we already taken them, then I think we might be able to do that. So Order of the Coiling Basilisk does need a new successor, and that's Halbert. Character does not serve as a captain, the bastard. To the handsome Belaevion, I have prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain prominence. I have finally enough material to make you the case that you are the rightful lord of the Longship of Orenwood. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll go to war with the Arbor in a little bit, but let us claim Orangewood to kick off this episode and claim that. 28 prestige it would cost us. 4,000 troops is nothing to us. So we're going to raise all of our armies. And let's do, this is going to be a practice war for the Arbor. So let's go on up there. Well, let's take out the army first. I'm I'm pretty sure we could handle them. Enemy joins the ally. That's the Mirandis. The Mirandis, I believe, are Lemonwood. If we go over there, we're at war with God's Grace and the Manwoodies. Donde está? Maybe they're a person inside the. Oh no, they're right up here. Mirandi, right up there. No big deal. We'll take them out. So let them come over. Gonna hit our capital. That's okay. We're gonna wipe them out in one fell swoop. 37. Doom delivered. This will be remembered as one of the most decisive victories in the realm's history, thanks to the heroic actions of Visenya on Dragonback. Ooh, she needs to take off her helmet. We don't allow helmet wearers in our dragon armies, so no headwear. Save. The enemy leadership has been devastated. The enemy commanders met before the battle to discuss strategy and positioning, but such a grouping provided the perfect target for Maruzon. Look at how beautiful that dragon is. He was ugly when he was born, but Olivar, as well as many other commanders and warriors of note, were all met with dragon flames. Those not dead are horrifically burned thanks to Visenya and her white beast. The enemy is disorganized and the ranks and file now falter without clear guidance. We will most assuredly win this battle. Great glory to us. Maruzon has greatly helped us in the battle.
Oh, no.
Amidst the chaos that engulfs the floodplains minor road of Lemonwood, I attempt to catch my bearings. I guess I should have taken the kids off. Across the field, I spot Visera desperately fighting. God's Grace armored footmen are slowly surrounding her, her exhaustion only too clear. The glint of sword suddenly catches my eye, and I watch as Lord Daeron, steward of Lady Sarissa, delivers this vicious death blow. I could not have saved her, but no parent should outlive their child. That bastard. She was one of the good ones. I'm upset. My brave daughter. Oh, he's going to become our rival. Oh, we're going to outright kill him. We're going to torture him. 413. We still have 2 dragons. She wasn't a dragon rider. And that was the war. That was the war. Well, then there we go. Let's enforce those demands. Let's gain it. Let's disband. Where is that bastard Lord Daeron? I'm so upset. You, sir. And I guess we'll practice challenge rival to a fight. He will not accept. Let's outright murder him. All right, let's read this first. The hole my daughter Visera's death has left in my heart remains clawed open each time I think of her foul killer and the justice that remains to be served. Day after day, the cruel logic of revenge dominates my thinking, fueled each night in fitful dreams, where I see Daeron and all House Latebloom racked by the same grief my family endures. From ashes we rise, start a feud against House Latebloom. Absolutely we will. Gained Nemesis. Marquise Archibal's court. Hand you the evidence. Mandan. I'm not interested. Lateblooms. Oh, is this the, that's the next province over. Oh. Declare private war. War of revenge. 225 gold. Against those close to you. We're gonna go to war with them again. I don't care if we lost anything. I actually had a comment that was awesome. Pretty much, I forgot the name because I know I'll butcher it if I said it. But the comment was pretty much motivating me that Lord Belaevion Belaerys does not consider anybody his equals other than his kin. If you wrong us, you will face the wrath of dragons. We do not care what anybody else thinks. We will kill everyone that has to do with our family's death. And he is our nemesis. He has poor health, but I do not care. We're going to conduct a terror campaign. As the rider of a great dragon, it is for me to decide how it is to be used in warfare. Though often their use has historically been restricted to enemy armies, there is nothing stopping me from using it to lay waste from my enemy's civilian population. You will begin a draconic terror campaign, damaging all province around you when you are at war. Well, let's wait until we get over there first, huh? Shall we? Before we start damaging our own population. We are going to wipe them out. 3,000 troops strong. I will not end the war at the end. You are feuding with House Latebloom. How many living members? 4? They're all gonna die. We're gonna wipe out this house. How dare they? Oh, by the way, that last battle, 57 losses, 3,400 of them killed. The details, levies did really well. Captains, obviously. Dragon Scouts, killed it. Dragon Hunters, killed it. Captains, Lord Daemon, 44. Felice, Alisane, Elora, Carolai, Victorious, Visenya, and unfortunately, Visera. Lord Lucifer, Lord Quentin, Lord Arbara, and Isabella all burned at the stake. And Lord Daeron here, one of the only surviving people, and Lord Oliver is in our midst as well. Is he good? Is he worth? No, we're gonna kill them. He had to do with our daughter's death. Is killed. We're gonna feed him to our dragons. He had something to do with our daughter's death. We will not forgive. We will not forget. Has become our new liege. Oh my gosh. Prince Kyle, the weak son. Nemirios Martell. Princess Sarah Targaryen of Dorne. And that ugly hair. Someone said in the comments that our children all have ugly ass hair. I could not agree more, but we'll change that in due time. For now, I have a war that we need to take revenge upon. All right, now that we're in their lands, we're going to conduct a terror campaign. End the terror campaign? No. No, we're not doing that. I don't care. We're above domain limit. Let's catch them. Ah, oh, those bastards. We're going to lose 100 casualties. I will sacrifice them to kill them. Negative 18. I do not care. What is going on in this episode? I am overseeing the preparations of my lines for the inevitable battle of God's grace. I am directing the emplacements. I see Lord Darren putting on the helmet across the enemy line. Surely he can't be charging directly in front of the van. He is like a runaway cart. I see what will happen before it does. Visenya descends like a bolt of lightning. Aw, she's avenging her sister. Maruzond, and with a thwoop, can be heard across the whole battlefield. I watch his body get struck by his horse, flying dozens of feet before crashing into the ground. If that wasn't enough, he is then crushed by his own troops' charge. The brave fool. Daeron of Latebloom dies a fool's death. War of revenge invalidated. We'll end the terror campaign. Actually, can we just walk through their land as we march back? I don't think it works that way. Yeah, I don't think it works that way, unfortunately. So we'll disband the army. All right, they have 3 living members. We're gonna have to kill Lady Elena of Latebloom. She is our rival. So we're gonna challenge this rival to a fight. I don't really like challenging. Ah, she has 13 prowess. We could do it. 2 more. Check for potential spies. Let's challenge this rival to a fight. I wish I could pick, like, Dragonfire. Let's see what happens. We do have Hull Hold, which is 8 development. 4 development, 5 development. We probably will get rid of Sweetwater, I'd assume. We'll keep Lemonwood, we'll keep Orangewood, and we'll probably get rid of Sweetwater here. Next episode, I will bring up a new house from the list as well. I know there's a lot of houses that we got to get through, so I'll bring up a new house and I will show you them in due time. But for now, we have revenge. So we'll end that terror campaign. Ooh, Prince Kyle has a grand tournament. That is a perfect time to kill him. Oh my god, look at that grand tournament. Holy shit. Join Prince Kyle's grand tournament. We sure shall. Where's he holding it? Way over there? Oh my god. He's trying to probably kill us. Probably on the way there, we'll challenge her to a fight. A grand tournament, a fresh start. I suppose we must. Left behind a pity. Oh well. Single combat Lady Elena. So I meet halfway on the way to the tournament. We have a nice axe in our hand. She has a spear. For a few brief moments, Lady Elana and I pace in lazy half circles, each watching for an opening. I heft my axe, ready to defend myself, while she clutches her spear firmly to hand. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. Alana's retort is carefully calculated, waiting for precisely the right point to reply, with several thrusting jabs of the spear. Better woman than you have died trying to break my guard. I'll show you how I heft my axe. Strike, parry, riposte. So, expert onslaught. I think we're going to do that one. Medium risk of injury. I leap into action, launching a flurry of quick slashes, driving myself hard against Elena's guard, wearing her down with each expertly timed strike. Spotting an opportunity, Elena lunges forward and headbutts me hard in the face. I reel backwards wrong-footed. My form is good, with only small errors, and Elena's stance is failing. My opponent is still holding off my blows well, but she seems close to faltering. A blow from my axe and a kick to the gut. Very high, very high. Better woman than you have died trying to break my guard. I think we'll go for a strict guard focus this time. We'll focus on fending her off. My axe is better protector than any shield, parrying, countered, and guarding against Elena's every move. Wherever she moves her spear, my axe is there, waiting. Elena suddenly shifts direction, throwing herself sideways and into a piercing thrust that I'm just barely able to dodge. My form is good, but with only small errors. Elena's stance is failing. My opponent's guard is fierce, and I feel far from victory. You have to let your guard eventually, coward. That the best you've got? You can't even hit me. Tire opponent. Playing defensively for time, you allow Elena to tire herself while you stay fresh. I think that is probably the best move. Time and again, I backpedal, dodge, and weave, always keeping just within tempting target distance. Soon, Elena is showing signs of exhaustion. Well aware that she is utterly outmatched, Elena hurls herself at me bodily, forcing me backwards and all the desperation of the doomed. My form is excellent with little chance of mistake, and Elena's stance is fierce. Fool, take this. Feint and stab. Feinting left with your axe, you stab right off with an offhand dagger. Single combat victory. I swing my axe and it almost had a lazy feint. My opponent doesn't see my offhand dagger until it's too late, when it's already sailing pommel first into her face. The blow impacts Elena hard, slamming so deep I swear I can feel the bone bruise. She staggers backwards in a daze. When the spear drops from her hand, my opponent stammers out a yield without me needing to do anything. So I win the single combat against due to sudden death. I am victorious. So she doesn't die, she gains wounded. Alright, well, we're victorious against Elena. So now that we did that, I guess we can go for a murder.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
Scheme phase length. Scheme potential. Phase length. I think we're going to go for potential here. Let's try this out. Let's see what we got going on. I start a murder scheme against Lady Elana. Sway Lady Alora. We'll probably get rid of that, I'd assume. Above domain limit, schemes against agents. Yeah, I pretty much know all that stuff. Pretty sure. But we're going to kill her, and then we're going to kill their children. But he's not really the murdering type. This is so evil. Hey, you killed our daughter. You know, eye for an eye, even though it's going to be like 3 eyes for our 1 eye. But we are above them. We're better than them. Our children are worth 3 of theirs. I've arrived at the site of the great tournament here, Gaston Grey. Though not all revelers have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colorful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming displays of skills and prowess. There is no time to lose. I must begin preparing. I must be a victor at absolutely any cost. I can't wait for it to start. Awesome. But I think we're going to go for murder. Ooh, we have Prince Aemon the Golden Dragon. We have Lord Paramount Mathos. We have Edric the Wolf of the North. We have Lord Elbert the Black Falcon. Robert of Edtranta. Okay, all great people. Corlys the Sea Snake. Who are you married to? Sarah Velaryon? Okay, no, that's the Regent. She's married to Argella the White Storm. That is correct. I remember that. So I think we're going to go and try to do a murder. Maybe we'll get lucky and hit them in the tournament grounds. We'll go to the Artisan's Quarters first. At day's end, I spy my rival, Prince Kyle, clearly at ease, relaxing with company. The competition provides the perfect opportunity for an accident to befall him. In these relaxed surroundings, it shouldn't be hard to slip something into his cup. I know of an apothecary nearby. Where are those down and outs I saw earlier? So 50% chance he's raised hackles. Or 30% chance that he finds out and he's going to kill us. 19% chance the rival is slain. 23% chance he quaffs his last drink. Or because we are brave, we won't do it. I think I know of an apothecary nearby. Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen. I hurry back from the potion seller who too quickly brought my table of rats in the stables. As the busy barkeep refills the goblets, it's frighteningly easy to surreptitiously slip the concoction into Kyle's cup. I hold my breath as he brings the cup to his lips and briefly reveal in success, but it is not to be the bomb pot. The bam pot is merely feverish and will probably live. There is hope yet. You get the secret attempted murder. That's okay. I don't care what people think. Mason. Mason, the showy captain who guards his passage by challenging all comers, has had one fight too many. Stevron is said to be delivered him a frightful injury, opening the ways for nobles to pass freely once more. And that's Sir Mason Greenroot and Stevron, Sir Prince Aemon's captain of the household guard. Okay. Such are the risks of a gallant life. Oh well. Looks like other people are trying to murder. I guess we'll go to the tourney grounds next. We have 10 days to do this. 3, 2, 1, boom. Tourney grounds. We gotta enter. Go, chicken, go faster. I hear a man's voice echoes across the grounds. There is a way to... Yes. I must take a lot of preparation to do this. So that's what I remember reading that last time we were in the tournament. Hopefully we can actually be a part of these tournaments and not just get kicked out. The varied crowd of contestants mill about the butts, comparing bows and trading tales of the finest shots. The creak of bros and twangs of strings carry far, punctuating the hubbub. A smell of resin wafting through the still air. My ears prick up as the name is mentioned, drifting across the gentle breeze. This could be a good sign or a bad one. Prince Kyle is also competing in the contest. It's time to show the world my skill. We're not going to place any bets, not on us. We're okay at archery. I watch with practiced eye as Allard begins his approach towards the targets. The first shot flies true and thuds home. The second was way more wayward, much more wayward. A shrill cry and an ungodly scream pierces the air. The second arrow had not just missed the target, but flown so far wide that it landed amidst a group of waiting competitors, landed indeed in Romand. Sir Romand the Glorious. He is a lowborn. He is super loyal, which is good, and his liege is Darren Brax of Hornvale. Call a physician, I don't care. This is not my concern whatsoever. I do not care if other Iron Throne subjects die. Twang. The arrow from a competitor looses from the bow and thunks into the target. A light smattering of applause follows. I lean on my bow, bored, awaiting my turn. Twang. Another arrow strikes home. Roman wanders off to pick up his bow. I need to find something to do as I wait. Else I lose my mind. That mark is very temporary. I wander off to chat to the crowd. Diplomacy. I can uncover a secret about another competitor. Or I could decrease Roman's score. We have a 13% chance that we're going to win this. 100% chance you succeed. That mark is very temporary. You know what? Why not? Would anyone notice if I scrubbed it out and moved our mark back a few places? You succeed, of course. Roman's score decreases moderately. That's good. It doesn't help us at all, but just lowers him. Dusk begins to draw in slowly but steadily as the competition continues. A snapping of strings, a staccato rhythm. I lean on my bow, considering the path this contest has taken so far, such as when I got bored mid-contest and wavering with my desire to cause some mischief. The competition begins to draw to a close as arrows continue to fly into and past the butts. If I'm to make an impact proceeds, I must act now. I am one with the bow. It's prowess and martial. That's my best. So I'm going to go for that. 13% chance, so I step forward, knock, aim, draw, and loose. The arrow whistles through the air, thudding deep into the target. The crowd erupts. There can be no argument. This is a huge point in my favor. I am winning. One last knock. Score greatly increases. Ooh, a scheme at court. My spy master is coming with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is planning to kill my wife, Lady Elora. A villain must be stopped. The villain must be stopped. A lot of intrigue, a lot of hate going on right now. It looks like we won. Wow. Look at us go. Look at us go. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamors. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, we finally have a final three in for third place. The gutsy Lord Timothy, coming in a close second. That is Timothy right over here, of Dark Set. Then we have a close second, Lord Simon of Rook's Rest, House Staunton. And that leaves, of course, our victor, Lord Belaevion. I knew I could win. I won. I actually won. So we gained 30 gold, 750 prestige. So that's incredible. We are about to go into wrestling, it looks like. So let's go to the tourney grounds. Food and drinking is abundant. So this is the thing that we read last time. I think, mind if I join you for a cup of tea? So 70% nothing happens. 20% my score could increase. They are blind drunk. It should be trivial to rile them up. You know what? Why don't we rile them up? Let's get them going. Oh, I guess nothing happens. The spy was recruited. Daenerys has found a person willing to spy. Marquise Archibald's court. And it's Marquise. Oh, no, wait. It's Alex. 56. Alex will serve me well. Super excited. We're gaining more spies. We have our own little spy network, if you will. So let's continue on. We could go to the village. We could go to the tavern. I think we'll go and see the other contestants in a day. Check them out. A moment I walk into the camp, I'm greeted by a pungent smell covering my nose with as much grace as I can, trying not to get sick. As I approach, Ashella holding a handkerchief over his own nose. You should go away, my lord. Contestants are getting ill, harmed by the bad air, she warns me. There must be an explanation for this. The tournament must have been cursed. So my score increases moderately, so I could guarantee myself into the wrestling. Why should I care? You know what? The tournament must have been cursed. So I'll put we'll guarantee to qualify for wrestling. So we're good there. I guess we'll go back to the artisan quarters. Maybe we can kill Sir Kyle. Or Kyle. Yeah, we're doing okay. I mean, we still gotta go after all those other individuals from that other house who killed our daughter. Oh, I clicked that, didn't I? Oh, well, weird. Maybe a weird pause happened. Oh, speaking of, oh my goodness, I just exited out and look at this. A dragon enters the world. Chaotic excitement and fear overwhelm the ports and markets across the sea. The word on every merchant and traveler's lips is that a dragon's egg has hatched. Eramoris, the man that hatched the egg, named his light yellow dragon Turgon. Turgon. No, we're not going to name him Turgon. We're going to name him something far better. Let's rename that dragon, and let's go to that wheel list to see what this dragon will be called. Here we have all of the dragon names. Look at this list. It is absolutely huge. So we're going to go ahead and give it a couple good shuffles, and let's spin that wheel to see who this dragon will become. Who will this dragon be named? Oh, is it Placidusax? This is the second time. Oh, remove all instances. So there was actually a couple of them in there. So remove one. So welcome Placidusax. So we have Placidusax. We have what's Maruzond and Calagon Placidusax. Very thematic naming going on. Much better name, Placidusax. So that dragon did in fact exist, and in Calagon birthed this dragon, Maruzond and Placidusax. So welcome to this world. May you grow strong and wise, mighty dragon. And it's awesome. That means Eramoris has his own dragon. Finally, his golden egg hatched, revealing a beautiful dragon. We have Jehara here, as well as Elila. And he still has his wife. I'm so upset. Lord Daeron of Latebloom. How is this going? Execute scheme. Well, we could get some assassins. Ooh. Marquise Tion, the warrior sword of Dane, is willing to join at 31. Do a bribe of 150. We'll offer him a hook. Well, that would give us some stress. Offer your prestige good word. Transfer 300 prestige to him. I think that's worth it. We have so much prestige. So we'll give him some prestige. The thug. We do need a thug. Damon, grant them a county you hold. Offer a guaranteed seat on your council. Sure, yeah, absolutely. You're already on our council, so we'll offer him a position there. Ooh, an infiltrator. Princess Sarah herself. Offer her prestige, 225. And finally, an alibi. An alibi can be convinced. Beliar, Clifford, Master Theoden. Master Theoden, he is a Republic. He's a brilliant strategist. I think we're just going to bribe him 127 gold. He won't accept that. But we can give him prestige and 127 gold. That works. So now we have a full list of people. 95% chance of success. Let me go back. So we have Marquise Tion, the warrior swords Dane. We have Pira Belaeris as the assassin herself. What a badass. Lord Daemon Viperion as the thug. The infiltrator is Sarah herself, his own wife. And we have Master Theoden of Olive Grove. And we're still trying to sway Lady Alora. Not slay her. We're slaying somebody else. So that is awesome. We are still above our domain limit, but like I said, I'll do that by next episode. Miguel takes to the sky. Now she shouldn't have a dragon at all, but she just hatched a dragon. Or, well, I guess she's riding a dragon, Baratheon. Very interesting. She shouldn't... The she-dragon Targaryen, she is riding a dragon, but she's a septa. It doesn't make any sense, lore-wise, but whatever, we'll accept it. I highly doubt she's going to be doing any fighting. 3 days until the tournament begins. Sorry, I'm a little sick as well, so if you hear me snuffling, I'm sorry. So arrayed around the sand, shirtless contestants warm up for their bouts as the herald announces the contestants' commencement. Some of the competitors rub dirt on themselves, others opt for oils, all looking for a scant advantage in the coming bouts. The wrestling qualifiers have come to an end. It's clear who will be put forward for the quarterfinals as it stands. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd cheers leave no question as to the favorites. For my first bout, I have been paired against my fellow contestant, Lord Robert Vance and Shraddha. Prince Kyle is not competing in this, unfortunately, but I am ready. A feral shoulder bash from Robert thuds into my ribcage and I'm brought to the floor, but he doesn't follow me into a pin. It's rather with good reason too, as my fist flashes through the air where their head would have been. The feeling out stages of this particular bout are clearly very much over. The two of us circle cautiously, Robert with a shadow of a sly grin. It is calm before the storm, and a wily wrestler uses this moment to strategize. So we can focus on a headlock, work on body grapples, or just get him on the ground. So our biggest chances of success would be probably focusing on headlocks or work on body grapples. This is a higher chance of failing. This has a lower chance of failing. So I guess I'll go for that. Work on body grapples. It worked reasonably well, so our score increases slightly. The crowd begs for blood as I stagger forward. I'm assuming that's begs for blood. As I stagger forward to confront my opponent again. I cuff away a red rivulet from my forehead and consider this fight so far, musing about when I analyze my opponent to ensure success. The bout is close, so close. One mistake by either of us could end in an instant. The liver looks vulnerable. I think we're going to do that. Martial and prowess. We're going to hit him right where it hurts. Right in the liver. Did we lose? No, we won. Yeah, we won. A hand on the shoulder, a draft trip of an almighty heave. We crash to the floor. All sound is labored breathing, and farther away the roar of the crowd. I scramble on top of my adversary, straining to press home my advantage. Moments later, I manage to catch Robert off guard. I make my move, pinning him soundly, holding him tightly in place as he struggles in vain to escape. The judges call an end. I have won a victory. We have knocked him out of the tournament. A secret exposed. My courtier Adamar has accused my captain Coralie of having an affair with Master Aegon of Sourton. I do not see what the fuss is about. It is not if it is not lust, if it's unnatural affliction. Whoa. So they gained the trait adulterer, and I could care less. So it's a bout against Felice and Lady Amori. Look at Felice go. 58 years old, beating a 22 Amori Clifton of House Clifton. In the end, Felice threw Amori from the ring in a great cloud of dust. Oh, what a badass woman she is. Such a badass. Don't mess with Lemonwood's captains, I'll tell you that much. Do not mess with us. But let me actually check on a couple things. So we are still at 24%, 64 days till the next 59% chance of secrecy, which is okay. It's okay. Let's conduct a terror campaign. He's still sick. I hope he dies. He's ill and obese. Sarah, you will be ours in time, but I'm assuming it'll probably go to him. Let's just double check to make sure. Could we adopt him a Valyrian house? We could. He would still be a Valyrian house, ascending the throne of the Principality of Dorne. But I don't want to do that just yet. How the Latebloom's doing? How the Latebloom's doing? So they only have Lady Jaenora Latebloom, Lazora. So only those three. We're gonna have to kill all of them, starting off with her, and then we'll work our way down. So it'll go to Loreza. So then we'll kill her aunt, which is Jaenora. We'll kill her, and then we'll go after Loreza of Latebloom. Easy. Easy peasy. We're gonna murder anybody who murdered our child. I wish we could do it in war, but I don't think we can. We do not have a cast ability. We already are in an activity, so we can't do that. Ooh, that's what somebody else suggested as well. Can we offer him a ward? For him. No, it doesn't look like we can. Oh wait, offer guardianship. Of mine. He won't accept that. He won't accept any of it. He doesn't like us. He's like our rival. I'm pretty sure he probably thinks we poisoned him, but we didn't. The wrestling quarterfinals are over. The Herald Booms, Lord Belaevion, Lord Harold, Lord Edgar, and Felice have reached the semifinals. The next bout will be against my caravan master, Felice. Actually, I concede. No. No, I won't let her concede. Oh, you know, I'm going to actually fight her. I can do this. We'll fight. My arm tightens around my skull, and I answer it with a vicious elbow to Felice's stomach. I escape her grasp and go in for a grapple of my own, and we lock arms, entangled, breathing heavily. As we struggle in each other's grasp, I notice the ghost of a smile pass over my opponent's face. What is she smiling about? My eye! Felice's thumb is firmly in my eye socket, and it takes a mighty strike to the face to get her away from me. I stagger backwards, hands over my damaged eye, my blurry opponent pacing towards me. Judge! Yeah, you're cheating, Felice. The crowd bays for blood as I stagger forward. I am winning. I just need to hang on for victory. So we increased our chances because they were caught cheating. That liver looks vulnerable. I think we're going to do that again. It worked for us last time. Oh! She beat us? How the hell did she beat us? I attempt to throw my opponent, but as soon as I do, I am sent flying through the air myself. I land hard, the wind leaving my lungs with a groan, and I am immediately on the defensive, straining to keep from being pinned down. Moments later, Felice suddenly catches me off guard as I try in vain to gain purchase. She throws me forcefully, sending me tumbling out of the ring into the dirt. The judge calls an end. I have lost. Confounded. Felice knocked you out. Damn. Felice, badass woman. Although she did cheat a little bit. She did poke me in the eye, which is illegal. The bout between Lord Engar and Lord Worma have been decided. It was a close fought, but Lord Engar wins. And that's Engar of House Chains. A fine contest, to be sure, but a welcome one. The wrestling semifinals are over. The Lord Engar and Felice have reached the final, an interesting round. Let's see who wins this bout. It better be Felice. That would be badass of her. Badass. 5 days till it ends. I attempt to throw my opponent, but as soon as Oh, Lord Engar won. Felice has been decided after an unsatisfying one-sided bout. No one was surprised when Edgar threw Felice from the ring in a great cloud of dust. This means Edgar has won the wrestling contest. Not my favorite captain, it was to be said. Why would I shit on Felice like that? Oh, we have to enter the melee. There's always next time. We have to enter the melee, but I believe that will end the episode today. What a very interesting episode. One of our daughters, poor Visera, died at the hands of Lord Daeron of Latebloom. We have declared war on their house, killing Lord Daeron himself, based off of what, who did that? Visenya? Did she do that? Visenya, our oldest child, 26 years of age, swooped in and killed Lord Daeron to avenge her sister. So proud of her. And then we went to war with the house as a whole. So we're currently trying to kill Lady Alana of Latebloom, and then we're going to kill her kids and anybody related so that that house no longer exists ever. Ever. Let's actually take a look while we're at it. Let's take a look at the Lordship of Latebloom and see who's it gonna go to. So it's gonna go to Lady Alana, who we're killing, Lorenza, Janora, and then it's gonna go to the Dry Sides. I'd much rather the Dry Sides take it. So they're going to be next up in line for the throne, which is okay with us. Now, I didn't end up going to war with the Arbor, but keep in mind that will probably happen next episode. So we'll have to be ready for that after this tournament, which we're also trying to kill Kyle, which kind of worked this time. He's ill and obese, so he is feeling fine, but, you know, who knows? Maybe that poison will work eventually. Then soon we might be able to get late Princess Sarah's heart. Not physically heart, but we'll marry. So we're hoping of that. And without further ado, thank you all so much for all the amazing comments on last episode. I'm super excited to see where this goes, where this is going. It's getting more and more intense. I will place a new house into Sweetwater for next episode, so be wary for that. And without further ado, we need to build up our provinces. We'll need to go to war with the Arbor. We need to do a few things and make sure that our future son, our disputed heritage son, gets the throne of the Nemirios Martell, and hopefully maybe you all know some way we can bring him back to our dynasty. I don't know. Maybe we can like make him have like a branch house once he gets power. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out in due time. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend if you are in the United States or if you had it outside. But nevertheless, take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.